Oh, guys, we got to do a little Bannon.
Oh my God.
Got a little Bannon thing going on today. That was interesting. Tom, so did you hear about it early this morning?
Yeah. When I checked the news this morning when I woke up, first thing I do every time I wake up, I read the news. Every morning I do the same thing. Wake up, read my email, read the news, sigh, and try to go back to bed. You know, that's the same routine every day. Try to pretend it's not 2020. I'm going to read this article, Cecil. Are we getting started?
Yeah, we might as well jump into it. Right? 902.
All right.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's launch right in. Man, fucking Cecil in charge right now.
Someone said, "Have you seen Bannon recently? He looks awful." I will say, you know who he looks like to me? He looks like the old lady from Goonies to me.
Ha! He does.
Doesn't he? I'm not even kidding. Like he looks. Yeah. He looks like the old lady who's fathered a Chuck or whatever. Like that's who he looks like to me.
Steve Bannon has never looked good though. He has always looked like a fucking pestilent gargoyle of a human.
I mean, imagine it. At 20, everybody was looking at him like, that's a hard 20. They should get him at 30. Yeah. That's a hard 30. That's a hard 40. That's a hard 50. Nobody. There's never been a moment that he's been, because I would imagine he's got one of those syndromes where you age way faster. He's probably only 15 or something. You know?
Was there a guy like that in your high school? There was a guy like that. I remember he sat next to me in my trigonometry class, and I am not kidding, Cecil. I was 16 and this dude looked 32. Like he had a receding hairline, like far receding, like
I had a guy like that too in my when I was in 8th grade, there was a guy.
This dude is sophomore year. He's buying booze, no problem. Like he's walking
man.
Card him. Like I think that motherfucker got the fucking like the goddamn discount at Denny's at 5 o'clock. He was like, so fucking old. Everybody was so fucking lame. That guy got invited to everything, even though he was lame as fuck, just because he could buy.
Just because he could bring the beer. Yeah.
Nobody liked that dude, but he was just like, fucking that dude buy for you. So
Steve Bannon looks like. You ever seen Weird Science when they turn that guy into a blob? Chet. He doesn't look exactly like the blob. He looks like he took a handful of cat hair and blew it on the blob. That's what he looks like. He doesn't look straight up like the Bob.
Honestly, you're not even wrong. Google young Steve Bannon.
All right, here we go.
First, I mean, you can't even find.
He looks like he's 50 when he's 20.
Look, if the first picture of yours is it a picture from Time, he looks like he's holding in a shit right there.
Yeah.
He looks like he just let out just the littlest like sneaker, you know?
Oh gosh!
Oh, what a
how many people has he drank the blood of to stay at this old? That's all I want to know. Yeah, what would he have to do if he didn't? Right? That's the thing.
My other favorite thing about Googling young Steve Bannon is it literally gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 search results before he's like 70 years old. The 8th search result and every subsequent search result. He looks like absolute rotten garbage. He's like and has every disease simultaneously.
He looks like they are rushing right now to the hospital to transplant his liver. Like that's what it looks like in every single thing you've ever seen of it.
Like he walked out of his own intervention 10 minutes ago.
He's the ugliest dude I've ever seen. Oh gosh. Well, didn't we cover him on? Remember a while back when we did the Biodome on Citation Needed?
Yeah. He was inexplicably in Biodome.
Yeah, he's just in Biodome for some reason. Yeah,
great episode.
All right, let's do that. Let's read that Bannon thing real quick, Tom, or part of it anyway.
New York Times, Steve Bannon is charged with fraud in We Build the Wall campaign. Steve K. Bannon. I love
it. Stuff right there.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Go.
Was he stealing from Mexicans, Tom? Because they said they were going to make them build the wall.
Yeah, they're the ones who were going to pay for it. So
so if they
right?
Yeah. Did he make them pay with a certified check because they're Mexican and he doesn't trust them?
They had actually Western Union the money like.
Oh, that's amazing. Go ahead.
Steve K. Bannon, President Trump's former advisor and an architect of his 2016 general election campaign, was charged on Thursday with defrauding donors to a private fundraising effort called We Build the Wall, which was intended to bolster the president's signature initiative along the Mexican border. Mr. Bannon, working with a wounded Air Force veteran for optics and a Florida venture capitalist for money, conspired hundreds of thousands of donors by falsely promising that their money had been set aside for new sections of wall, according to a federal indictment unsealed in Manhattan. The fundraising effort collected more than $25 million. Prosecutors said Mr. Bannon used nearly $1 million of it for personal expenses. It's this next paragraph that kind of blew me away because I thought, who thinks this? Despite the populist aura he tries to project, I read that half of one sentence and I thought, who the fuck looks at Steve Bannon and is like, that's a populist if ever there was. That's a Steve Bannon's he's just like all of us. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. He's going to enjoy the high life. He was arrested at 7:15 a.m. on a $35 million, 150.
I love it. He's arrested on a yacht.
I'm just like you. I've never walked onto a $35 million yacht.
Oh, it's so good.
I can't even take pictures of a $35 million yacht. I would be arrested if I Googled $35 million yacht right now. Fucking break my door down. I'm too poor to even Google that. The yacht belonged to one of his business associates, the fugitive Chinese billionaire Zhu something or other, Wang Yui. I don't even know. So he's on a yacht belonging to another criminal. It's like a criminal yacht with what the fuck?
Was it like a criminal nesting doll? As you open up little parts of the yacht, more and more criminals are in there.
Everywhere we look, there's just more. So when they fucking busted in on him, he's just sitting on the deck drinking coffee and reading a book. And they're just like, how do you bust in on a yacht, by the way? Like, how does that work? How are you like, oh, that surprised me on my boat? Nothing surprised you on a boat. That's how boats work.
Oh, man. What the fuck, dude? And the concept here is that there was a GoFundMe. The GoFundMe was for the We Build the Wall. It's just so great.
I support Trump so much that when he fails, I'll pay for it myself.
Yep.
The most effective leadership requires us to pick up the ball and run with it when you fail. What? It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, and then one of the guys was a triple amputee for optics. Did you read that part?
Yeah, I did read triple. I like that. It's like, no, like, can you imagine the selection, the interview process?
Oh no!
First, like Liz Crokin comes in and she's got a couple little nubbers.
Yeah, just a couple of fingers, and they're like, no, sorry, we need something bigger than that. There's no way we can. Like, you're a double amputee, but it's not a real double amputee.
Fuck out of here. Listen, bitch, we got fucking the Venus de Milo waiting in the fucking lobby if this all goes wrong. Fine.
God. It is.
We want somebody with no working parts. Just cut everything down to brainstem. That's what we want.
Okay, hold on a second. Someone says, are you guys using Discord when one of you speaks, one of you lowers in volume? I don't know how to fix that because Ian's not here, so I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. I hear it on my end, and I'm trying not to talk when Tom talks, and I'm trying to laugh away from the microphone, so I apologize, but Ian's not here to fix it, so that's how it is, guys. Sorry.
I don't know.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
I was never going to solve that problem to start with, so.
It's the audio processing in the restream. All right, Ian, what the fuck do I do to stop that?
Oh, there's a checkbox. If you go to the little gear thing.
Oh, there we go.
So I'm going to uncheck mine. Oh. And Cecil went away forever. No,
Did I go away? Am I back?
For a second, you're back. I got you, buddy.
And I kind of. Go ahead and try to talk while I talk. Go ahead and say something. Go ahead and say something, Tom. Can you?
All right, I'm saying something.
Okay,
got you, buddy. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Oh. All right.
All right. I don't know. I don't know if that fixed it. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, how many more fucking people need to get arrested on Trump's campaign or associated with Trump before, like, there's just no question the man hangs out with too many criminals.
They said
everybody around you is a criminal.
They said every single person in his, what do they call it? Every single person in his inner circle, 6 people or something, have all been indicted. All 6.
That's insane. Yeah, I mean, because like, where's the list I saw earlier when I was reading this article? Here it is. With an indictment, Mr. Bannon became the 7th Trump associate to have been charged with federal crimes. The list includes Paul Manafort, Mr. Trump's former campaign manager, Michael Flynn, the former national security advisor, and Michael Cohen, Mr. Trump's one-time lawyer and fixer. Also, like, aren't you just corrupt by nature when you have a fixer? When you have a I want a professional fixer. Cecil, can you be my fixer? Can you fix the shit that I do?
No.
Nobody wants that.
Sorry.
God, I want a fucking fixer so bad. I want to get, you know what, man? Like crazy billionaire money. I like, it's not cars and boats. And I'm just going to hire people that do my shit. And one of them's going to be fix it. I'm just going to call them up and be like, oh, you wouldn't believe the trouble you're in. Woo! Click. You're fucked. Anyway, my fixer will deal with that. There we go.
Someone said, Tom, Ian is your fixer.
Ian's good at the tech. Ian has no game for the things I'm fucking up. Like, no game at all for the things I'm going to fuck up.